Hello and welcome back to another MC Championship video. This is just a quick short update video because yesterday the MCC Twitter announced all the games that will be featured in the Decision Dome Dell this weekend for MCC 28. So let's talk about it. Just remember that only a small percentage of the people who watch our videos are actually subscribed, so make sure to consider hitting the red button. For now, let's dive into which games we will see this Saturday, the 3rd of December at 8 PM GMT for MCC 28. Okay, so on screen right now is the graphic that the MCC Twitter revealed at 5:15 PM GMT on Wednesday 30th November for the MCC 28 event, which at the time of this announcement would have been in 3 days time. However, as of uploading this video, it's only 2 days before the event. Before the game's graphic announcement, the MCC Twitter also revealed the release of the first ever official MCC merch drop. All the details are linked in the description. Right, back to the games. As usual for each game, the name of the game is displayed as well as a blurred screenshot of the map that will be used for that game. This time, there are 9 games, but focusing on the standard 13 games we've seen for Season 2 events, you'll notice that 4 of them are absent, destined not to be played for this event. These are Build Mart, Hole in the Wall, Parkour Tag, and Survival games. Although Build Mart was in the Decision Dome last event, it was skipped. It was also removed from MCC 26, meaning the last time it was played in a canon event without its MCC 24 remix was all the way back at the start of the year in MCC 20. Hole in the Wall has gone for the first time since MCC 23. It makes sense for Parkour Tag to be benched in favor of the newer Parkour Warrior. It was recently removed for the same reason in MCC 26, and Survival Games is now benched for the 3rd time in a row. Also, there's no game remix this event, which makes sense since every game has instead received a huge cosmetic dress up for Christmas. Now let's take a look at each game on the graphic and see if that gives us any more information. We'll start with the top left and work our way down. Rather than show you the original image, this time I'll offer a slightly adjusted image with some unblurring and color correction to improve image quality. First up, Ace Race. On what looks to be a brand new map, the image shows us a never before seen mountainside covered in patches of snow in line with the festive holiday theme of this event, which the maps of most of the other games will also incorporate. There's trees in the top left and both solid ice and flowing water in the bottom. Maybe this part of the course is similar to the starting section of the Clouds map, where players must use tridents to sail up the waterfall, but they must also avoid the ice, which could trap them and temporarily slow them down. That'd be a cool feature. Remember, since MCC 23 we have only seen the Turtle Run map played, as it has been the only map that has included the new and improved mechanics and bug fixes, so expect a similar system with this new map. Maybe it also has 9 checkpoints with a total of 4 laps. Now we have Battle Box on the Santa's Sleigh map, which has been used for every December MCC ever, introduced in MCC 13 and brought back for MCC 19, and here it is again. The image zooms in on the center of the snow-covered map. On the right is a literal sleigh with a 3x3 area of concrete resting above it, with the water elevator on the right and one of the team's spawn areas in the background. It's been common for one team to go 9 for 9 in this particular map. Sadly, this time Sapnap can't keep this flawless streak up for the 3rd time. Up next, Grid Runners, and like in previous games graphics, the exact same image is used. They must have reused the image here. It shows the finish line, which has never ever changed, and since it doesn't show any of the 8 rooms that will be used, this is pretty useless to us, but I reckon that despite this, there will be at least one new puzzle room added for MCC 28 as usual, and expect some rooms to be based around Christmas. For example, the one where you have to shave Santa's beard, which we saw in MCC 19. We've seen the final stretch of parkour to the finish line change, but this isn't visible in the image. We've also got to get to the other side and whack a fan, or TGTTOSAWAF. Important to note that while the image shows for only one of the maps in the event, there's actually 6 rounds on 6 different maps. The image here shows a new map, which looks to have been specifically designed for this event, as you can see there are many wrap presents scattered around the map. Perhaps it'd be cooler if on this map, every player must pick up a present corresponding to their team color and run to their designated team color zone to drop it off in order to complete the round. This would certainly be a unique twist to this game which we haven't seen before. We are once again treated to the newest game in the Decision Dome roster, Parkour Warrior, introduced in MCC 26 as a massive upgrade in terms of features compared to its Season 1 counterpart. The image looks similar to the one used in MCC 26 games graphics, showing us a central Japanese style temple with the different routes including bonus paths that players can take based on their parkour ability. For some reason the image is taken during the daytime in-game, but in MCC 26 the whole game was played at nighttime in-game, but perhaps this was just for the spooky Halloween mood. Going across to Sands of Time, or should I say Snows of Time. That's right, even the game's reputable name has changed like it did in MCC 13 and 19. If you couldn't already tell, snow blocks are used instead of sand to fill up the timer, which is displayed on the right of the image, alongside the less useful Sphinx on the left. The whole dungeon has also received a dark blue color scheme change. Let's move to Sky Battle. I'm 99% sure it's not a new map, instead it's just a retextured winter version of the Mesa map, which we've seen a couple times before. For reference, I believe those 3 yellow statue-like pillars are standing there to act as barriers between each slice of the outer ring, like in the regular Mesa. There's also 2 Christmas trees in the middle of each segment, and the ice at the bottom is the central donut in the middle of the map. The penultimate game is Meltdown. Like Grid Runners, the same image is used as was found in previous games graphics, so we can't see anything different compared to the previous 6 times it's been played. This part of the map shown here features a blue color scheme with boxes which players can run in or hide through, as well as elevation via stairs which you can make out in the middle of the image. No festive shake-up, but to be fair, it already matches the blue color scheme we saw in Snows of Time. Finally, let's discuss Rocket Spleef Rush. Important to note that while the image shows one map, in this game there are actually 3 rounds across 3 different maps. The image here shows the temple map introduced in MCC 23, obviously with the winter decor, mostly just snow covering the ground. I wonder what those yellow particles are scattered around the image. Surely it's not some kind of border. Never seen those before. Since there are iterations for each map and each round as new pieces of land spawn, there will be more similarly designed festive temples for players to try to survive on. The difference being that the layout and size will change based on round length and number of players still alive. The last thing to say about these images is that we'll be told in advance of the event about each game and its changes in the MCC 28 update video, which will be released the day before the event on the Noxcrew YouTube channel. I'll link this channel and the original games announcement graphic down below in the description. Well, I've been your host. I hope you found this video informative and enjoyable, and I'll catch you all in the next MCC video. Oh, and don't forget to watch MCC 28 this Saturday. See ya!